Welcome back. This is Duloth, and you are walking into another Duloth Experience live stream. And this was I was doing some gear upgrade events because my next project will be to be ready for next month events. And to get more specific on that, we got the restricted list that will be able to play on next month. So I love Red Robin's kit, so I decided to bring him here. It's a red, so he will get some affinity bonuses on both Constantine and Hetrigan. And I suppose that if they keep the situation that we had in the past month, we will have the commonly. Hi, yeah, yeah, you're the first. And I try to lower the. Yeah, it's fine, Kevin. Thanks. I just started and I was going on the next month event, and the character I want to level up or gear up. So I will start with a little chat on the start. Yeah, Roll was the first. I don't know. It sounds like Inyo was the first. I don't know if it's pronounced correctly your name. Mm, by the way, I was saying next month um, if they keep the same structure as the last month, the featured character and the PvP character will be the one in the boss wave and the last. Okay. Okay. The boss wave and the last first two boss wave should be Constantine or Etrigan. I don't know if you checked the Facebook poll. Sounds like they are want to increase the hype, just letting us choose, or maybe they will be kind to us and they will let us have the most wanted character as the event one. If that would happen, I would be so happy because I will have Constantine, Legendary 5. Yeah, yeah. And I will go all in because I love Constantine from the comics, from Matt Ryan's CW series, and from Justice League Dark. And I even loved the not so, let's say, faithful movie we had with Keanu Reeves. So it all works for me. I just love the character. So I was saying that I will use Red Robin as my sure one because it's awesome. It does a lot of damage if he crits on his turn, and is able to remove some taunt and buffs. The next one I will probably use, it's one between, I'm still undecided, Robin or Batman, the CC one. Because as I said many times last time, I had so few red damage dealers. So I decided that maybe this is the right time for me to increase the level and the gear of Batman CC or Robin. And this is because both synergize well with the new Red Robin. And so this is my reasoning behind that. And I will get there. I will get to what your question is forming in your mind. And as for the other guys, I will probably go with Clayface because again he enables Red Robins, auto attack and purges. And one friend of mine just made me go crazy on this guy here. Mine is just legendary 2, as you can see. I am able to level him up, and it's just gear 7. But if Constantine is not the paywall character, so I don't have him at the start of the event, I will go with Dr. Fate. He seems like a glass cannon, and he can provide some good utility on abuse protection and purging buffs and from the target with Rat of Osiris. So I hope to have some fun. Thanks, Michael, for the suggestion. And as we are talking about next month event and the gearing, there was a recurring question I got both on Reddit, on Discord, and on after the last stream. It's this, and it's how I do gear character to gear 11, and what will change to me and for me. So this is yeah, Batman CC hits hard on the first hit, so yeah, that's the point of all this. And I'm grinding normal nodes of Batman because mine is just on the verge of L4. So as you can see, it's gear 9, level legendary 4-ish. So just no blue rings allocated here. I'm a slacker. Uh, so I decided to dive in and talk about the upgrading and what's the best way to upgrade a character to gear 10, from gear 10 level 60 to gear 11 level 70. First thing first, you have to consider if you are a free-to-play player or a pay-to-play one. And I suppose the majority of you will be free-to-play. So I will cater to the audience, but the reasoning works for everyone else. So as you can see, let's take this guy here. And it costs a lot to get a character from gear to 70 to 11 to 7 from 60 to 17 just like this. As you can see, I'm using most green just to show that the cost is not that changing, and it's 5 million and 7. I will reach to 69 with this, so it's 6 million, and that's not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is the green orbs or colorless orbs, because if we go for the most interesting way to level a guy, so the most, let's say, cheap, you know the difference, and I used a lot of green one, is just, you can see there are 71 level 5 experience orbs, and the difference is just tiny. It's just 300,000 green experience. So this is not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is to be able to rack up as many of those orb, the colorless one or the colored one. So as you may know, the best or not, the best way to rack up orbs is just doing the heroic chapter 8 quests, nodes, call as you wish. And what I do is, as you can see, I have a lot of speed force stored up because I'm not using that. The only time I use that is when I do something like this, which is crazy costly, but it's the fastest way to get to level 17. So you do these 12 nodes when you had the chance, and there will be 36 nodes because there are 12 and you can repeat 3 times. So every time you run one of these nodes, you will get 4 of those orbs at random. So let's say I will just run one of Black Adams. I got 3 colorless and 1 red and some gear 3 level 3 gear. More important thing is that those 37Ks green essence. If you just keep going and clear all this, and we will do this live. So as you can see, I started with 30K and 50 gems and 27, let's say, million green essence. I will just go crazy here and spend a bunch of gems. I'm not saying do this. I'm just showing what happens in the process. So when you do this, if you want to just spend all your gems, you can buy 3 of this and you will go like crazy. As I said, you just complete all the nodes. I'm doing this because I don't have the time to just run the nodes or show you what the difference, and I will get to the ending point in a second. By doing this, you will rack up at least, let's say, the worst possible case scenario is that you just get colorless orbs. So you will get 4 for each node. There are 36 nodes, so do the math. They are 84. Just let me do one thing in time. I will continue. Because I don't want to waste that energy, I just go all in here. And you spend 1.5k gems, which is a lot, and you can drain your gems in the process if you do this constantly. But the point is that you can do this while doing your normal daily, so you can clear 10 nodes each time, and there will be 200 energy. That leaves you still 113 energy to do something else. So you have 10 nodes at gear level 8, and you can do something else. Let me clear the last one. So this we cleared all this content. We got 36 mission, which will allow us to complete the legendary mission. And let's go back to that flash. So I'm still 60. So if I use my 36 for 136, so let's say we use just 100, okay, because we got some colored one in the meanwhile. So it just got 1,000, as you can see. It got 150,000 experience. Hi, Michael. Experience. So if it all adds up, and if you go like this, just with the level 4, we got nearly half the way right there. And the cost, you remember, was 5 million and 6. And when we go like this, yeah, I'm going, it's still there. So even getting some green orbs, it doesn't reduce the cost that much. So this is the best way to rack up orbs, experience orbs, and to go to level 70. Then you have the issue of having to get the gear. The process of gearing up from gear 10 to gear 11 is just a pain, because as you can see, the numbers that are required are all above 15 for the most important materials. And if you do the math, I will just put this here because I use some spreadsheet because I'm an OCD for control. So this is one I use. I will link after I end the stream. And I used to write down all the material I have and do some pet project. So you know that just to upgrade one guys from gear 10 to gear 11, I still need level 3 type 2. So this one, the level 3 of the quantum field energy, and I need 2,000. 200, yeah, 2000 would be that much. 200 of those. So the best way is to just run node 4 and node 5 from the upgrade events, because you will get level 3 here and level 2 here. If you go, when we were in gear 10, it was best just to go for the 4th and the 2nd node. because you know the fifth node doesn't have any guaranteed drops, and yeah, yeah, didn't have any guaranteed drops. But now that we need a lot of materials, if you see there, you need, just for reference, like needed gear. This was available on Reddit. You will need this kind of energy. I will try and get into your skin. You need just to from 10 to 11. You will need this kind of gear. So it's 185 and 195 level 3 and 235, which is crazy high amount of gear. So the best way is to just grind the the unguaranteed node 5, because it will fetch you both this and this and this, which are probably the fourth type one, and the second type one will be your bottleneck. As you can see, I have a lot of material ordered because I just spend my gem on gear. And if you check this part here, which is the one that just counts my material, this column and this one, or let's say this one, so the whole type 4 material and the level 3 of the second type of material are just the rarest to come by. So the best way is to grind node 3 and node 5 of the events. What does change when you reach gear 11? The first one will not affect you that much. You will still get a lot of, let's say, 9, 14 or 13, 20 here. As the second one you increase. And in Red Alert, you don't see any change at all. You can still go and let's say that you level up your your pet character Ivy, okay? You get her to gear 10, gear 11. She's not that good in Red Alert by itself. She needs someone else to spread the buffs or taunt up or whatever. And so you can still play without her and just do your stuff with gear 10 guys. I used to run Red Alert with just a straightforward team, which was Al Jordan, and this was my team. Al Jordan, Akis, and I used these two guys here, Huntress and Castaway Green Arrow, because Castaway Green Arrow allowed me to slow down on the first turn my opposing team, and Huntress would just go crazy after the first kill. Arcus would start with shield, and you know Arcus is a killing machine, and Al Jordan allowed me to get more attacks from Arcus, more slowdown and turn meter control with Green Arrow, and let's say an overall control of the game. Purges, stuns, and whatnot. When you start having 4 or more level 17 gear 11 guys, Red Alert start becoming a mess. You will get only this kind of teams, 20k teams. So if you go with a gear 10 and let's say your marginal 2 guys, you still are 4k below. And when you find guys like Zatanna or Arcus or Alle Queen Magister, which is in every team I face sometime. Yeah, here she is. Here she is. She's not. When you start here, when you find Alle Queen Magister at L4 or L5, she will just wreck your gear 10 because she is able to one-shot greens. So that's not what you want to mess with. And so my suggestion is to level up your group of 8 character consistently, and this is what I was doing before. So I had Green Arrow at 64, Huntress at 64, Arcus at 64, Hal Jordan at 63. You level them up slowly, so your average power level won't change. Hi, Ogre. So it won't change your power level that much. You will gain more and more benefits from being able to upgrade some skills, because this upgrades at 64, and this, when you will reach there with 70 and gear 11, it will be just a slow progress. If you don't care about red alert, because you can just go there, start a game, concede, and get your quest here. This is the most important thing. Start red alert. And then the legendary one, which needs to run just 10 red alert. You can start and drop, start and drop, start and concede, start and concede. You have enough character because you can just start with one character and move on to the next one. If you don't care about red alert, you can choose a good leader and a good taunter and just starting going there in PvP. What you saw last time is that PvP, as is now, it starts being horrible because you only get 3-6 matches, and this means that the guys in gear 10 Deathstroke will be able to rack up more points than the guys like me or 8 or Rightling, or the other guys in gear 11 will be able to, unless we spend gems. Because let's say you have a board of a mean 9 point. 9 for 10 is 90 points. If I clear this board and I clear everything with 3 stars, which is not always possible, I will get just 60. So, on the long run, over a week, you clear 2 boards each day. Let's assume you have a 100. Yeah. You will a 100 win rate, so you clear 20 boards each day, 24, let's say, for just math. So over a week, it's 14 boards, and 4 multiplied by 30, it's a lot to recover. So you just can't get there unless you spend a bunch of gems. And I expect this week, we still don't have any information about next week PvP, but I suspect it will be Red Robin again, if they did like they did with Superboy. They didn't announce any new content and PvP board clear, and on Tuesday we just got Superboy as the next, which was the yeah. I hope that we will get Red Robin again because I want him to Legendary 3, and that's what I can say about gearing and leveling to 70 and gear 11. I will try and go in more details with some math and some, let's say, data on Reddit in the next days. I'm sorry if I didn't before, but the last 2 weeks were crazy at work and I didn't have time for spare projects. I had to just do the bare minimum to feed the channel and to just play the game because I like the game and I want to enjoy the game. So the suggestion is have some way of tracking your progresses by a spreadsheet or whatever, and use some let's say target. You want to reach gear 11 on your 2 or 3 favorite characters and move from there. You see my background image because I'm swapping windows. There is no good way to record from an iPad directly on the PC. So I will write down for you all, and I will have links to that spreadsheet as soon as possible. I suppose it will be in the next few days, on Monday or Tuesday. So as of now, I can let you choose where do we go here. We can go straight into PvP and clear the remaining of this board and go on. Or if you prefer, I can just go there, and I saved my red alert to show you how painful can be some blues or the experience of just red alert or gear 11. Or I have a treat for you if this interests you. After Chemo showed the world that he could solo the content, after Doomsday showed us that he can do that too, I had an idea. What if I save? I didn't go yesterday, so I don't know the outcome. What if we go here with this pretty girl? Do you think that she can pull through? Do you think that Shazam can be a killer because it's blue and it's an opposing affinity? So Ogre is for it. What do you guys think? It's just for science. Yeah. So let's go. And after that, you can choose if you want to see some PvP or some PvE content. And yeah, what I was scared of is that she doesn't have that much damage against blues. And my reasoning here, I will taunt up every time I can because it's better. They don't have that much life, and I can hit them twice to rack up more buffs. So I want them to hit me, heal me, and retaliate in return. So let's go for the higher health guys, because I want her to hit twice. And this is starting to be a pain because, as I said, they don't have enough health. I want to save my taunt for the last guy, so I have that ready for Doomsday and Sinestro. Because I think that if we don't go on hard on Doomsday, he can just go crazy on us, especially if we stun us. So this is going to be our taunt, and let's see what happens against Sinestro and Doomsday. So let's go on Sinestro first and leave the 1 versus 1 against Doomsday. So at least Sinestro doesn't purge my buffs, and that's good enough. Okay, so as I said, let's taunt up. Yeah, about Bane, Ogre just told that he wanted to go with Bane into another, let's say, video series. So I didn't go with Bane because, one, I don't have Bane at tier 11, and second, I didn't want to steal the focus from him because it was his idea to start with Chemo, and I just followed Pat with Doomsday because I love Doomsday. But Bane is not one of my favorites, so I can... it's a shame I don't have Mira geared, so she's in the dumpster for me. And now this is the most important fight. I will go straight to Shazam, because the other one will just feed me more strengths up. So I want them to hit me as much as possible. And let's rack up some strength. I don't have Gear 11 Cyber Superman, but I suppose he can because let's do with this one. I suppose he can because he heals up in the way of shields, and he does a lot of damage with the boulder. So she did it, and I say pretty easily. So let's go with Cyber Superman is awesome, but he's so slow. And can I ask you something, guys? What's the quality on YouTube? Because I lowered the quality just to be able to interact fastly with you. If it's okay, we'll leave it like this next time. If the quality is low, I will just tune back in. It's okay. Fine. Okay, let's clear this board. We have a lot of Deathstroke. I find that the nerf they they gave us for Lobo is just wrong. I will. Okay, let's talk about this fight, and I will go into Lobo after that. So we have a Lobo, a Cheetah, and an Al Jordan. The best way to counter this is to ignore Al Jordan, ignore Cheetah that will be killed by Harlequin Magister, and bring someone that can clear it all. So Power Girl will do that. And as for Lobo, I just can leave in for last, or I can just can use this guy here for some points. If I fail, I failed, and I will start again with a proper team. So audio is clear, but you have to max all my speaker. Okay, I'm trying to increase again. I can bring Superman, but I wanted to. Okay, let me increase the volume. Let's see if this does something. Playback, recording. I tried to increase the levels, and it's 100 now. So this should be better, I hope. Yeah, my issue, Michael, is that my Robin, it doesn't have the invisibility. So the damage he will provide is just that, and it's point for the alliance. And there is no invisibility, guys. So unless I'm lucky on, let's say, 46% buff on the through sight, I won't get it. So I just go with. The issue with Lobo and Superman is that Superman doesn't kill him with one hit. So I will guess I will take him just by request. So and you asked me to have the chat on screen, but I suppose that you can see the chat from the link to the YouTube gaming site, right? And I can add the chat to the screen if you want, but as I said, I checked on the YouTube gaming and it's there. So what do I do here is just to kick Cheetah, because she will go hitting my Harlequin Magister and she can't miss. So Cheetah will be my first target because she can wreck Superman, and I don't want to have Superman on Lobo just now because he can be alive if I don't kill him with Red Robin. What I will do here is to put buff immunity on Deathstroke that will remove every buff from him and won't allow him to get the healing. Then we'll kill Cheetah. And as you can see, he doesn't have the healing immunity, he doesn't have the mending, so it's easier from here now. And just my issue is oh, he did get those. That's not nice. Why did he get those? I didn't do enough damage to him. So what I will do here is just to attack. I will give I will give turn meter up to Red Robin, and I will attack Deathstroke. Sorry, I was just rambling because I read an email. No, the ability triggers as soon as he gets out of the 100%. But yeah, so let's try and stun him. We didn't. And this is going to do it because I will be able to kill him with bleeds. Oh, he was alive in one straight point, so let's kill him right now. And okay, we lost Harlequin in the process, so let's taunt up and apply some more bleeds on the guys. Yes, this is why I want to bring Siren or Power Girl, because, you know, random RNG will happen. So the way here is just ignore Lobo and kill Al Jordan. Apply bleeding is the best way for me to just kill him. I will kill Lobo right now because, you know, it's free. He will get turn meter down. So here I want to give again Red Robin some turn meter so I can apply more bleeds and hopefully dispel those strength up sooner than later. And let's go with this. So it's like a wet noodle, but you know, on the long run, shields will do a difference. So bleeding is the way for me to kill him. Siren would have dispatched him so long ago. Let's just give more turn meter to Red Dude. One thing that I noticed about the Red Robin ability is that the character you are giving turn meter up will retain his original turn meter. So if you have, let's say, 50 turn meter and you give him 60, he will go to 110 and he will have 10% turn meter after that. So if one character is already the next one to go and you give him more turn meter, he will just do 2 turns in a row. I don't know if that was, let's say, public knowledge. Yeah, I just love him more and more after I realized that. And again, my Red Robin, I went for the suggested 1 and 3, and I want to push that button so hard. I want this legendary focus skill. I love it. I hope that I will get to have it soon. So let's continue this board clear, and this will be a 15k. Yeah, a 15k. Why they do this? This is an alliance mission one. I hope they rework the alliance mission as soon as possible so we stop this. As soon as Lobo and Deathstroke are nerfed, I think we won't see this kind of fights. My Hippolyta is in the same situation, just gear 5, level 20ish. So let's just kill someone. this won't need any kind of commentary. You know, there's, as you can see, he will get the death immunity and mends as soon as he sees turn. So thanks for that. And I will purge him. And I want Hal to go again because I want an assist. And I will start bleeding on Deathstroke and go from there. I don't have any kind of taunter here, so sooner or later Superman will stun up someone of my guys and things may become, let's say, problematic. And why is always the wrong Robin that gets called? I want the other guy. Let's kill him. So we can kill bot guys here, and we'll go with the AoE. And as you can see, he will die as soon as he gets his turn. So it's better if just go with the chain stun as much as possible on Superman. So as I said, I want to increase the bleeding, and I will go for the turn meter up on Red Robin as much as possible, and I will stun him as much as possible. Just because sooner or later he will be able to kill that Red Robin, stealing one more star from us. And he does nothing with this move. I yet to kill Superman, but you know, someone else to do that. So here I want to remove one turn from the cooldown of the hammer if needed. I could have gone with the call assist, but you know, the wrong Robin will always get in the way. I just realized today that I can do a Batman 3 Robins team up that will be crushed by a single Power Girl, but you know, it's fine. Okay, this is another boring team which will kill us. I say boring because I hate when they have a good team that will just go on with the leadership ability, and the rest of the team in this moment, Red Robin is just there because they can. It's all the Lobo mess again. So here I want to let's say benefit from the fact that they have Red Robin and 2 greens. So what I will do here is I will use a blue heavy team, and the fastest guy here is Red Robin, which will allow me to just AoE and remove the cheetah and DOJ lasso on Power Girl, and the AoE of Siren will allow me to kill a couple of them. And then Clayface will... So here I want to give True Sight to Siren, just because... Yep, no, I will give True Sight to... Yeah, Siren is the best, because she will be able to put bleeds on AoE. And as you may notice, his invisible guys allow me to have more invisible guys on my side. So let's go with this. And she will purge and nearly kill Power Girl. And I wanted to go with Siren because I wanted to be able to rack up as much as evasion as possible. And that was the way I could do that before Red Robin started going crazy. And as you can see, that Red Robin stole our strand up, And this is going south so fast because he has true sight. So another stolen buff. Okay, what's my move here is just to open kill Red Robin with the Blitz. If I happen to get a single turn. Okay, I want to retain my yeah, I want to retain my buffs, so I will go for the AoE. And Red Robin is dead. And I will apply some damage on Clayface because it's the only thing I can do here. And okay, she did get some damage. Okay, so let's kill Power Girl and hope to heal up. No more bleeds and no healing for me. And this is going south, as I said. So bleeds are the only way I can play this. And let's hope that they work. He will get so many turns. Yeah, I missed again, and he's applying bleeds on me, so I will die next turn, I hope. I think. If I ever get a turn. This is going forever. I will die next turn. Okay, yeah, let's stop it. Because I won't get any turn here. So let's just fight with a proper team, because, you know, I want to kill Red Robin as soon as possible, and that didn't work at all using my Red Robin. So let's go there. Let's stop using those kind of teams. Okay, this is the way I want to kill Red Robin. And let's go. No, Siren would have died of bleeds. She had like 10 bleeds. So I will AoE first, just to kill Robin. And from now on I will just go with my usual tactic. And remove that immunity from her, and as much as damage as possible on the other guys. Rock up some evasion. He always procs on me. That's crazy. Okay, now everyone has lost this invisibility. I will try and go on him. So he managed to be alive on 1 life point. Again. As he dies, this is over. Yeah, let's kill Power Girl. And let's stun him. Yeah, Clayface is just annoying. He's nothing to be worried about. I will, as you can see, I can easily dispatch him with blues. It's just an endurance that you need to consider when you start the game, but that's all. You have to consider that they will be invisible unless they have other towns. Yeah, his Red Robin was just low level, low gear, so it was easy for me to just AoE and kill it. And without that, he couldn't get past my taunts. So this is an interesting team because there's no Baby Lobo and there are 2 heavy greens. So my plan here is to go with Siren to kill the greens. Usual. Okay. Let's see how we are with the alliance point. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I am 73 and we are far from the 180. So let's ignore the alliance for the moment. Okay, so Redude is used for to stop the buff proliferation on Deathstroke. Power Girl is here to stop first turn attacks on Redude. My fave will come in to taunt on the later turn. Sorry, and to kill Lobo. And now we have to choose someone to kill the team. And you know my answer to red and green teams if there are no Harlequin Majester or heavy damaging guys. And one thing that you have to consider here is that if Lobo does his chopper AoE, we'll only get more evasion up on Siren, so good for us. Here I want to, she has a two turn taunt. So on the first turn, I don't care about any kind of buffs or debuffs. So I will just go on Lobo to lower him down. And after that, on the second turn, I will go to remove all the buffs from Deathstroke. So as I said, she will still have the taunt after she went in. And here I want to apply some damage on Deathstroke to avoid him from getting that mending and that immunity. And here I will start applying my Blitz. Okay, this should be easy from now on, because I will be able to rack up some strength. I will taunt again on her, and she will be able to... No, I can't taunt because she's silenced. So let's go on Superman, because he's the most annoying one, especially if he goes for the healing immunity on her. And as I get turn meter up on the other guys, I will try and just kill Superman. So it's time for Superman to kill Deathstroke. Siren will go on the Cyber Superman, and I will apply more bleed on Lobo and deal immunity so I can kill him with Power Girl. And let's go on Cyber Superman with everything. Okay, Cyber Superman will probably just boulder us. I will take that with Superman. I don't care about that. But I suppose that he will get 2 turns before I can... my taunt still works, so I will taunt with Power Girl if it goes. So Superman takes the boulder, as we said, and I will apply more bleed. I don't think we will get a single turn. I mean, he will get, but he will die from bleeds. So if I don't care about this week top 100, so if we just don't do some crazy things with undergeared character, if you have something that you want me to try, I will gladly oblige. So let's clear this Deathstroke, and if you have anything, any request, if you want to see Doomsday in PvP, or if you want to whatever, just ask. As I said, I don't care about the top 100. I could use the shard to get her to level legendary 4 because I have just barely enough, and with 240 I will get her to L4, but I don't have to do that on stream, and I can just oblige. So, as I said many times, Doomsday thrives in a call assist team. So, what are our best call assists? And this is a Gear 10 team, so even better for us. What are our best call assist guys? One guy is him. She is another guy, or she's a gal, but it works anyway. So, okay, let's go for another crazy combo. No, I can't do that because there's Deathstroke. Okay, the next time I will, when I met a non-Deathstroke team, I will show you something. And then we will have Harman. So, one more. Do we want to Who's another Colossus that is good that I can use? So him. We have 2 blues, and if we get some crits, he will Hippo lead. Yeah, my issue is that my Hippo is gear 5, 25 level. So Hippo will die just from a sneeze. So we have just to go there and opt for a crit. We didn't crit, and she will kill Hippo. No, she didn't. So let's just remove. No, let's just Colossus here. And Doomsday called. He was purred. Okay, we knew that. So let's go again. And Doomsday has a nice interaction with Aquaman because he will get crits up every time Doomsday attacks. And here I want to stun the death immunity from stun and purge death immunity from Power Girl, and to hopefully kill her with someone as soon as possible. So I want to kill her with Doomsday, and I want to call assist for him. So here we go. And I need to go for Deathstroke as soon as possible because he will start now getting more strengths up. So let's go for this attack here. Okay, this is the time where we want to call assist on Deathstroke. And so from now on, Hal Jordan will only attack on Deathstroke and purge him as soon as possible. I will kill Power Girl here. And next one will be full focus on Deathstroke because, I have only those 2 guys up. So what I can do here is kill him with Devastator and risk for more buffs on Deathstroke, or just put some affinity up, which will lower the damage I will get from Deathstroke with his strengths up. So that was my plan. Everyone went for the Hal Jordan, and this is where I try and shield me up. So let's go again on Deathstroke until he dies. And this is a Colossus that will bring him on the verge of death, because you know what happens when a Devastator hits, right? And that was Deathstroke. And I suppose that we have a cool way to finish this up, which is a Doomquake. Oh, he rest! No, that was so anticlimactic. So let's stun him and go from there. Okay, and then this is over. Oh, it would have been so awesome to kill everyone with the... Okay, so the final boss was a non-boss. Let's go for another fight, and let's see if we have. Oh, we have another guys here in low gear. So let's rack up some points when we get there. So this will be hard because she will purge Doomsday buffs, and I need a way to kill her. The best way to kill her, and because they have Clayface, is to use Harlequin Magister, because again, she is one of the highest red. So there's Clayface, so I want someone to... Yeah, 70k damage. I want someone for, let's say, let's put him here. I want someone to enable Harlequin Magister to kill Princess of Themyscira. We still want Doomsday, and we want someone to taunt up. I cannot use any blue taunters and then green taunters, so I think I have to go like this. And what I can do here is to... I need some green. So then here is you know, Superman. Superman will be good enough, or a bleeder. So no lead team. Yes, we'll kill Harley Quinn if he goes first, and it doesn't have a crit chance on first turn. No, it doesn't have his crit chance. And after I'm done with POT, I don't care if he kills her. So so let's say he kills her. Okay, let's say he kills her. For science, as we always say, right? So Alagui Majester will go first because I will speed her up with Red Robin, and she will go on POT. Okay, he taunted up. So I don't have my taunt any longer. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so let's go for the punishment and see if we can kill POT before she kills us. Stop purging my buffs. So let's try and kill that POT, and she's gone. And now it's just a matter of time before my Doomsday Rex things up. As you can see, I don't care about Deathstroke. He just got humiliated by that stupid Red Robin. But that was not our plan. Our plan was just to go crazy with Deathstroke, with Doomsday. Stop purging my buffs. He won't be able to get his taunt here because he will be silenced. So let's go on other guys. Stop purging my buffs. Okay, so we want to give him turn meter up to be able to get some... I need to destroy that Red Robin because he's just messing with me. And here he goes. So as you can see, we didn't abuse of Deathstroke. It's just one leader that, if things go south, can benefit from this. And I used to have him in red alert as a turn meter, but this time POT messed with him. So I want to go with he has a lot of agilities up, so there's no point in going for Devastator here. I want to rack up more buffs. And I'm trying to silence him. As you can see, Doomsday is going crazy. So let's purge some of those buffs. And let's assure that our Deathstroke doesn't die. And this is a good time for a Devastator. It will be like 10k, 20k. Yeah, 10k. And let's still give more turn meter to Didi. And he's gone. Okay. So this ended to be a nice fight. Okay, we have an Al Jordan here. So Hal Jordan, Harlequin Majester helyett is teams. So our solution to Harlequin Majester is the usual Steppy. And they have 2 greens and Z. I want here to use my Power Girl. The wrong Super Girl. Power Girl to be able to kill that Harlequin Majester as soon as possible. And again, as last time, we are going for the fun. And let's call for him. He synergizes really well with this setup because everyone with his or her auto attack will buff him. The only issue I have is that he is just gear 10, so Harlequin Majester will probably dispatch him in 1 hit. But we don't care, right? Yeah, Doomsday is just awesome. I love him. I loved him. First time I met him was in the comic when I read oh no, this is going to end horribly for him. We hit. Okay, the first time I was able to know him was in the comic when I read Death of Superman, and I was, let's say, broken because I loved Superman, and I knew that would happen because the comic went out when I was already an adult, so I knew that sometime Superman died to Doomsday, but it was earth-shattering. So here, Doomsday has no buffs, as you can see, just the crit up, and so no strength and no nothing. I will do for the Devastator here, because it's still good damage on Harlequin Majester because he can crit. And that's it. And here I will opt for a call assist on him. Let's hope it's not Steppenwolf. Yeah, it's Steppenwolf. It's always Steppenwolf. And here I want to taunt up to rack up more strengths. And then I will kill her. So right now I want to crit on someone to give someone else a turn meter up. Yeah, I will let this pass. So let's rack up some buffs and let's call for assist. Please, Doomsday, please, Doomsday. No. Okay. Power Girl is still good enough. And you know what will happen when that blue girl will start shooting around. So what I can do here is to start hitting her or start going for Arceus. No, Arceus will go one-on-one with with Doomsday. So let's still go again. She healed them. So this should proc up. And Doomsday? No. Okay, I'll stop calling assist because he always called the wrong guy. So let's go for... I need someone to go on Z because she will... Okay, this time he will call assist on the right guy. So let's still go on her and go on him. And this is going to end badly for us because, as you can see, they will just wreck us with turn meter down and so no crits. Yeah, the call assist on Z is brutal, and I have to do this because I want some health, and he's dead. And I want to start hitting Z because I should have done that earlier, to be honest, because she will just wreck us. No, there's no way I can win this. That I have to have someone to kill the blue affinity or there's no point in going there. With 4 greens, 3 greens and the blue that is gear 10, there's no way I can win. And remember that my Steppenwolf is still gear 10 too. So let's get a proper blue killer. And I can go with him. I'm sorry, I have a bad cough. So what this does is it enables me to ignore the taunts and the evades on her and go straight to my plan, which is hitting her in the face. I hoped that the existence of a Red Robin will, let's say, have us with a less or fewer Harlequin Majester. It just didn't happen. We still have that so prominent in the PvP scene. So here I want to go for her again, because I want to kill that, girl. Yeah, I'm just dying. I want to see it gone. I made a mistake. I thought I had enough strength up to kill her, and we are in the same place as before, and that was a stupid mistake. So let's go. No. Let's hope for a stun on Z. It didn't stun. And let's see if a couple of Devastator can. See you later. Wrong call assist, man. Okay, let's go with a proper team. I will still use Doomsday because we want to use him, but I can take. I have to take someone to kill the red, so it just takes a month or two to kill her with a full green team. So let's forget about him. Let's get a proper red. So it's Harlequin Majester or Red Robin or Harlequin Majester. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Rage immunity will attack here. Attack, call assist. Okay, at least we can try. If we don't succeed, I will just play Steppenwolf, Siren, Power Girl team. So let's allow Harlequin Majester to attack directly on Z. He won't be able to kill her, but he will get her low enough. He did nothing. She just took the hit like a boss. So let's try and kill Harlequin Majester. No, we didn't. And it's time for me to purge her. I want to save that attack on Z because it's the only way I can kill her, but it didn't happen. So we're a bit screwed right now. Please? Okay. So no call assist on Arcus is good, and we can just hope that Arcus doesn't kill our Doomsday soon enough. So let's rack up as many strengths and agility up as possible. before they go crazy on stuns. Okay. So right now I want to remove the shield from Arcus. Okay. And this is where I hope I can kill him. And I'm trying to stun though. What did just happen? And we are screwed again. That's so many shields. Okay, I don't think I will die here. And let's go for another Devastator. And he's gone. So it's just me against this brutal amount of shields and stuns and purges. I will get 6 buffs and he will purge 7. So I'm disadvantaged here. I will try and use Devastator every time I can. Okay, I think I need to hope for a stun. Okay, I did get a stun. And this is me rolling. Let's hope for a stun again. Okay, and another Devastator. And will this last long enough for us to see our children go to university, have child, have grandchild, and another devastation? Yeah, I can get it. So, my plan is to just attack normally until I get a good I have to have him purge the stamina up and leave me with a bunch of strengths up. So this will be the turn. And he can't stun me, so that was the plan. Wait until he purges the stamina and I rack up some strength and I kill him with a Devastator. Sorry if it took a lot, but you know, when you go for funny things, this is... Oh, shit, they added the stupid things, I just wasted gems. So... Storm Rider is in a runs. Okay, yeah, we are nearly there, but I suppose this will need some proper team up. So this is Deathstroke and 3 Reanimator. So we will go for... Let's not use the usual red dude team, and let's go for something different. And this time different means that I'm using Doomsday. So my plan here is I want to remove the immunity from... yeah. Second. Okay, I was saying my plan here is to remove the buffs from Deathstroke and have a couple of towns in the way. After that Doomsday racks up enough buff, I will devastate everyone else, even if they are blue, and it will be 101 Grandi versus Doomsday. I will say that right now, and you will know that it's going to happen. So, who do we want here? Okay, let's take him. I don't want to, let's say, cheat with Red Hood, so he is a good red, but it would be so easy just to beat this kind of teams with the red dude. So, as we said, let's go for the removal of the buffs from Deathstroke, and let's say OE everyone else just to bring him behind the threshold that allow us to make him not get healing immunity and rest. So, here we go, and let's start punching him in the face. The most scary things that can happen here is that Harlequin Majester start killing Lobo, and we don't have any good way to avoid him. So what I will do here is to attack Swamp Thing again, and yeah, attack once Swamp Thing again to make the proc chances of Lobos lower, and I hope that he doesn't rest that many times. So Harlequin is gonna kill him, and I will just attack Deathstroke here. Yeah, but it will kill Lobo because it's not Daddy Lobo, it's Baby Lobo. So there's no way I can go on with that. So I will call assist as usual here because I want Doomsday to rack up some buffs. And we got finally the taunt on Superman, so let's keep chaining the taunts. And what do we do here? We devastate Deathstroke. 44k. So here we want to, we had this issue before, and we want to kill as soon as possible that Grundy, and he will start resting more and more each time. So this is special damage, and this is normal damage, but we'll go a couple times with this, hope for a stun, and steal one more, and then I will go for special damage next turn. As you can see, he hits hard. And let's go for the special damage here, which did really nothing. He's so tanky, and he has so many agilities up that this will become a mess pretty soon, and I need to just put healing immunity on him so I can punch him a couple of times without him getting some buffs. I will go Devastator. As you can see, he has so much health, and those agilities up are hurting her so much. So let's rack up some strengths on our side, and as I said, the healing immunity and buff immunity will allow us to punch him without having him to get more buffs. We need to kill him as soon as possible and hope for the best. So I want to use the special damage here, just because, and the healing immunity and buff immunity. Let's punch him a bit. Yeah, but next month is a blue heavy month, and I cannot choose anyone else behind the one I'm already on it. So he's up again. I think we need some healing soon because he will start pushing us so hard. Yeah, I will probably go level up Headrigan up to gear 10, and then I will probably go on with Constantine, because, as I said before, I love Constantine. So he's enraged. Let's see if we can kill him here. We did it! Uh, as I said, Darren, I was PvP before June, and there was no gear 10. And my plan was to take as many as possible characters to gear 10, gear level 60, and it just. Let's not do this again. Let's see if there's some. Woohoo, Medfill. Okay, I'm farming Medfill, so I will try and see if they allow me to. No, let's open some packs and hope for some PvP energy or Doomsday shards. I want my level 4 Doomsday. Legendary 4, sorry, I continue to say level 4, but so much energy. And okay, I need to spend some PvE energy. Stop giving me Jessica Cruz shard, please. Stop. I want quota. Here you are. 7 more? 16 more? That's wrong. Dun, 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 dun. This stupid Jessica Cruz. I hope that the rework for. Finally, we got her at Hell 3. So. Oh, Blue Beetle. It's a joke. So we can buy the Medfill, and the energy we will use to continue our energy XP grinding. Here, what I do is I clear um, node from the 7. I'm farming him, and I'm farming Fate. And Fate is on 5, and I'm farming him too. Okay, we can go back to our PvP, sorry. Energy, PvP, okay. So, we have a Jordan guy here with a navy blue team, and this is one of my favorite. I used to play that team all the time in Gear 10, and I used to play like this, and it was one of my favorite team ever. It's lovely. You can spread strengths up with DOJ. You will give strengths up to everyone, and Siren will just dispatch. And to beat it, I need reds or a similar team, but this is just a matter of energy. So what I will do here is I will go with Harlequin Magister, Red Dude, Siren, because she's just awesome. And I need... who do I need here? And I will use Red Robin here, just because I want, as usual, to be able to purge Power Girl buffs and go on from there. The Balor, yes, it still kill blues, especially if you have the feature that you can see green arrow on screen as a lead, because they will give them agility and strength down. My issue is they are gear 10. So there's no way I'm doing anything useful with those two guys. I'm not counting on leveling them so soon. Here, what I want to do is to just get a kill. So the better target would be to go on the OJ, because she will go for the AoE or for the Purge or Harlequin Magister. If I get a lucky crit on Cheetah, I will be able to reduce their turn meter, allowing my Siren to go before her Siren. And it happened. So here I will just try and kill the OJ as soon as possible. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was a suggestion. So I don't want to spread that many bleeds, so I will go just straight on Power Girl, and she's dead, and just as easy as it can be. Let's go again with her. So we have, let's say, yeah, that you have a point, Darren. If Green Arrow doesn't meet that many Lobos, he can be okay. That means that guys like Aquaman, the old guy, and Livewire will be on the front again. So let's see what happens. And more crits means that Superman will get buffs if he doesn't get that many debuffs. No, he won't get to taunt. So we have the annoying team with POT, L5 POT. Oh, this guy is a whale. You can confirm that, I hope. Yes, L4 Red Robin and L5 POT. She was farmable. I have L5 too. Just don't have the 100 legendary essence to invest in her. So what we will do here is just, you know what? They have so many reds. I can go with the bleed team. You have just to dispatch that Red Robin as soon as possible. So my plan here is to go like this. My plan is to use the single target attack on Clayface, hope for a proc that will lower Red Robin's health. Get a proc, it didn't. And I will go again on reverse flash just to be able to hit. No, he just gave that to the worst target possible. Okay, we are screwed. Okay. Worst target possible. So we just don't have to continue. We have no chance. Okay, so let's go like this again. So I can cheat it with Lobo if I want. Lobo, Red Robin, Deathstroke, and let's say Doomsday or Siren or whoever. But I don't want to get there. So the best way to kill this team is to go like this. I will give it a try because I don't know. I don't know if this works. My plan is here that I will give turn meter up to Cheetah to bleed Clayface, so the POT won't be able to get that many procs. So now it's POT turn. She just get a single attack. And she just wrecked my team. Okay, never mind. I need to cheat it because I don't have any good dread. As again. This is not a red or green or whatever issue. The issue here is they have Green Arrow in conjunction with Red Robin, and Red Robin allows them to just cheat on my... cheats on my guys. I don't get to use my guys properly. Yeah, let's just go to the next one. Yeah, Ogre. When we do get the rest of the news, I think you don't know though. So, any suggestion of the team before I go crazy with something else. Remember that this is my roster, so I don't have any really good reds beside the Red Robin. Yeah, she's hard to kill. I want to get her to gear 10, gear 11. Mine is just gear 10 here. But my issue is that I want to level Constantine, potentially at Regan first, and I'm leveling Dr. Fate right now. So tomorrow will be a grind for this 70. As you can see, I cannot get him to gear 10, 11 right now. Yeah, this team is really hard, and I just want to give it a couple of tries. And as I was saying, the issue is that Red Robin is faster than Cheetah, so I have to go like this. Okay, I'm thinking. My Clayface is just gear 9, but I want to have him to gear 10. So if I have enough gear, I will get him to gear 10. Sadly, I'm a retard and I pushed the wrong button, so I don't have this. This doesn't matter, but you know, it just blocks the... So let's see if I can get to gear 11. I can't. I'm supposedly not be able to. Okay, I can. So I can go Clayface and let's do this live. So as you can see, if you don't have enough green orbs or red orbs or blue orbs, whoever you are leveling one, just don't bother. The difference is so minimal, so marginal that you won't even notice. So this is him getting to gear at least 10. I don't know if I have enough to gear 11. So as I said, I don't know if we have enough. I will take his stamina and gear first. So def and stamina will take this. I was farming before the stream, so okay, I know I don't have enough. So I'll get the last remaining gear after the stream. So this is my idea of team. I will use Reverse Flash, Robin, Red Robin, Reverse Flash, Clayface, and I want a good green. I don't have any lead here, and this is a drama, but you know. I want to try this because I can go with no, this is doable, I hope. The only issue is that POT will be able to see my power go. What if I go like this? So the plan is to this time my Red Robin will be able to purge buffs because he will be invisible most of the time, and let's see here, and we will be able to apply buff immunity on guys with this auto attack. So here I want to be able to attack again with reverse flash as soon as possible, and I will have some strength up given from Cheetah. This will hinder my ability to be taunting with Clayface, but you know, you have to start somewhere. I will do this. I know I will be silenced, but taunt is still in 2 turns cooldown. So let's kill that. No, we didn't. So let's go again. And let's try and hit her as much as possible. She's so tanky. My plan is here to apply bleeds on Clayface, just the only thing that I can do. So here I want to keep him bleeding, and to do that I will just slow him down as much as possible, because if he's bleeding she won't get that many attacks one behind each other. And I know that if he takes a turn he will get the removal from the buff immunity, and it's legendary. So I will go and opt for a proc. Still no procs. Okay, he clapped and he didn't kill any of my guys. So let's keep going on in and let's kill that green arrow if possible. Let's clap again. And let's go with the tactic of bring as much bleeds as possible on Clayface, so we will be able to not have that many attacks from him, from POT. So here I want to, I know the only thing I can do here is to just apply buff immunity on him. He clapped again, so I can say I'm being lucky in this. So my plan on killing POT just went south, because now she is able to kill everyone else. Clayface is saving me in a way that I didn't think it was possible. Let's see if I can do some damage on her. So as long as I get an auto attack on Red Robin, I should be fine-ish. Please, one auto attack, one auto. Oh, he is clapping like there's no tomorrow. Okay, let's kill her. Okay, finally. Okay, this is a Clayface against Clayface matchup. So I don't know what I can do here. I will just die next turn. But it was fun to see, and he clapped all the time. Okay, let's go with Lobo because I don't have any good red to kill this team. I need to... Clayface is doing an awesome job, by the way. So I can ignore this plan and go with this one and see what happens. Just one more tries and we're out. So the OE. Here I want her to go. So let's go on him. Let's taunt on her. Oh, I forgot that they had a buff immunity. I'm a retard. I screwed up so badly. Okay, so let's go on him. Oh, we got a proc. Once in a lifetime you get a proc. Okay, this is going to take some lucky hit here. And let's hope she... She can't kill Red Robin, I suppose. No, never mind. Let's go with Lobo. I don't see a way against that blue. And no, we don't need Lobo exactly. I just need a Liquid Magister, Deathstroke, and Red Robin. Yes, a Liquid Magister and Red Robin. Okay, I should have gone with this from the start. Let's ignore the fun stuff. Sorry if I am just... yeah, POT is a beast. Rabbit beast. And let's go with this. So we got some enrages. And let's see what we can do. As usual, the plan is to hit her as much as hard as possible. And they always give her the true sight, which is bonkers on her. I don't care about buff immunity on Deathstroke. I just want her to die. And she didn't. This is boring. No buff immunity, remember it. So let's try and silence her. No, we didn't. So we are having a lucky strike of matches. No double proc on Harley Quinn. No nothing. So will you die? No, she wouldn't. Have you seen a crazier game? Where crazier I mean wrong attacks everywhere. She's dead, by the way. So let's go like this. Rack up some speed up and up for and up for a time paradox. No, he died. He died to that lobster. So invisibility on him and buff immunity, and he died. So, and this will be a just usual Deathstroke game where he will go again. So let's... No, I'm not glad at all. I just wanted to have the turn meter up. So this is hopefully how you play Deathstroke without Lobo, but you know, those buffs would just have disappeared at this time. And if that's no, he wouldn't steal the awareness. But this should end as soon as he stops clapping. I was saying at the start of the stream that I don't like the nerf to DS and Lobo. What I mean is, as I said many times, I hate that everyone with Deathstroke and Baby Lobo can go on. No. The point is Deathstroke. It works correctly and in a good way because in the comics, Deathstroke is just the killing machine. He's called the Terminator for a reason. He's said to be able to kill Batman if someone paid him to. He's able to beat anyone. It's like a bad Batman. So in the game, you should be able to keep your buffs. What I suggested many times is that if we have this ability that lasts forever, so Armor 1 is awareness, and awareness lasts 5 turns, and its strength up and speed up lasts forever. You have to put a stop to this. So the solution, the easy solution, would have been this can trigger just once for each dead ally. This would save the Lobo problem and every problem you can get with Deathstroke, because he was working as intended. He was not OP unless you got a team with Grundy, Doomsday, Swamp Thing, and Lobo. And if it just procced once for every death of an ally death, so if Lobo dies 10,000 times, it just gets one set of buffs. So it's 5 speed up, 6 strength up, and so on. And that would be his fix. He just needed to add this work once for each allies. And the solution to Lobo was not to remove the... Lobo is not a problem, because now we have this guy here that can bypass Lobo. This guy here that just shut down Lobo completely. We have so many. This girl here just ignores Lobo. He just kills AoE everyone behind him. And when you have just Lobo and Deathstroke, it just does no damage. There's no issue. So the solution would have been so easily to leave Lobo as it is. Because in the comics, Lobo has been thrown to the sun, has been dismembered. It's like Deadpool. He can just reform himself from sheds of his blood, so he cannot die. One time Superman brought him to the sun and just shot him there, and he just said, Superman, please don't do this again. But you know, he's crazy. He should be able to rest forever. And yeah, if you fix Deathstroke with just one trigger of his rest, it would be just good. There's no point in nerfing completely him. I'm still using him in my red alert. No, I don't want to level him. I'm using him in my red alert team because I use Superman lead, Deathstroke, Supergirl, Power Girl, and Reverse Flash, and I use him like a turn meter and simul tank because he will get awareness 100 times, 100% of the times, and he has silence, he has turn meter down, and he's okay. I don't use the last two abilities because he won't take any damage, so this won't proc, and this one he's not a lead, so it's like I don't have this. And I was asking myself, and the answer would be no. Would they let us respec him for free because they are nerfing him so heavily? will they allow me to remove this legendary point and use him on here or here? They won't, I know, but it would be at least nice because they are just changing him again. So, sorry for the delay. Let's go back. Okay, so this is a full red team, and you know, we lost so many points back there that we will try and be nice to this guy. In this way. Oh, I meant to click on Power Girl, and I clicked on Al Jordan again. Well, okay, who cares? So, the plan is to just shut Deathstroke down and allow us to kill. The most annoying guys here is DS. So let's allow him to target on the next turn, and we will be able to purge the awareness on Deathstroke with Hal Jordan Summer. And thanks to his invisibility, I'm able to get some free attacks on Red Robin. So let's rack up some attack. As I said, Deadshot is annoying. I want him down as soon as possible, and the removal of invisibility allowed me to do that. So this time I want to remove the awareness and the buffs from him, so my red dude will do total damage to him. And we have to ignore Penguin, because if we go on him, we will just get wrecked by the awareness. I did the mistake once, and I won't do that again. So let's purge the buffs from him and stun him. I want to gear Lobo. The issue with Lobo is that he provides no good taunt for me because he's slow, and I prefer to have Harlequin Majester or let's devastate him. Harlequin Majester or Power Girl or DOJ as a way to reach my taunter. And if he would have been a little bit faster, or maybe with Red Robin, I use Red Robin to enable Lobo in some composition, and maybe that could be a way to that. So Lobo reset. No, he didn't. Okay, let's go for Penguin. That will get so many stack of awareness and buff immunity. So he can get any heals, and he can get any really buff. Very good buff. So this is going to be a bit long because of his affinity up, and is dead. Yeah, I love his Space Hog and basic, but you know, yeah, and that's fine. That should be it. But the point is that he is slow, so if you use Cheetah to allow him to get his first turn and taunt, it's okay. If you don't, enable him soon enough, you risk that your Cheetah or your Siren or the other breeders you have in your team just die. So what I was doing, and I will just show on this guy because I want to deal with it right now, is what I do with Lobo. What I do with Lobo is this. I will enable him as soon as possible with Red Robin. He will taunt and he will rack up Deathstroke buffs. And this is how I do things when I just wake up on the morning and I have some leftover energy I want to spend as fast as possible, or when I'm tired and I want to play properly. So you enable Lobo, Lobo will taunt. There's no one faster than him. Because the only one faster are Reverse Flash that risk to kill him on the first turn, and Flash that is not really used. So that's the way that you do this. But let's go back to the fights. So what we do have here, we have Green Arrow, a Legume Majester. Okay, so the plan here is to go with a Navy Green team, and we don't care about Steppenwolf because even if he's a gear 11, 70, it doesn't do that much damage to greens. So I want my own Steppenwolf to counter that Rage and Harlequin Mischance, and I want two greens here to just capitalize. Who do we take? I think that we take our fatty friend, and we'll go full green. Yeah, as I said, I love Lobo. I used to meet him again and again and again because my sister, you may not think it's possible, my sister started reading Lobo before I did. So she said, "Oh, this guy is awesome. Check it," and she handed me her comics, and I was just in love with him. And then I started meeting him against Superman and against other guys, and then he went south from there. I don't like Diemo Lobo, and I don't think anyone loved him, but you know. So what we do here is just try and kill Castaway, and then we will stun. No, we can. We have two good call assisters, so we will just call assist on and on and on and on with Al Jordan, because both Power Girl and Doomsday get so many buffs when called. So let's see how long this guy survives. Yeah, the legendary essence is my issue. I have enough shard for L5 for a lot of characters, and I really want some of them to L5. And that the 100k is a lot. And I'm farming chemo on the way. You know, my chemo is just behind right now because so many greens, but I'm trying and farming game. I can get him to L3 and I'm farming for L4 and I'm starting to gear him. But then they announced the Jessica Cruz rework, so she is going to slowly gear up too. And you know, you have so that many resources that you can allocate, so it's that or. And I have already, let's say, two good greens and two fun guys in Superman. I love him, by the way, and Doomsday. So it's hard to invest in more greens. My blues are just 3, my reds are 4. So next one will be blue, and it will be. Oh no, we have 5 greens because I just leveled Clayface. So let's go again. Yeah, one thing I want so badly in this game right now is, let's call it a dungeon room, call it however you want, testing room, training field, whatever. Hangar Bay, they can use the Hangar Bay for this. You can send a team against an opponent team, and you say you have your alliance list. You can challenge one, or they can introduce the friend list in which you, by forum, the in-game forum, you can add friends, and they allow you to, let's say, challenge a friend. You will send one group of characters, and they will answer, and they will send back the result of the match, and you can, yeah, and you can beat one of their team, or they can show that they killed yours, and you are able to kill them. So I even go that far and say that I would spend 5k gems just to enable that. That means 5k gems. Why 5k gems? Because there's a pack that you can buy, which is 5k gems. And as you know, there's a bug on iPad, so I will just, if I buy this, it will show the currency, but it's some money they can introduce in the game. I don't know how much is 5k. I suppose it's $10. Um, but they they can have this zone here, the Younger Bay, and they can have some sheep, some whatever. $20 us. Okay, it's fine. I will spend. It's like when you play World of Warcraft and you buy an expansion every now and then. Once a year, you spend 40k for 40 euros, and you have something new. I will spend $20 US or EU, whatever, just to be able to have a fun content. I don't want any reward. I don't want to spend any energy. It's just for the fun of playing. You send a team, they can send a team. Or you can play by yourself. You set an opposing team and you set your team, and you have everyone can be leveled up with a switch. So you can say stop everyone at gear 1060, stop everyone at gear 711, and so on. So if you are a noob, or if you are a power player and pay to play, whatever, you can just challenge your friends, challenge yourself, and have fun. And this is the most important thing that I would like to have in this game. Just a free, no energy, no PvP energy, no whatever way to test teams. And I don't want any reward. It can go with zero reward. I won't just cry. Because, when you are done with your stuff, when you have done your PvP, your PvE, your content, your daily content, what do? You don't have that much to do in this game. And refreshing the energy for 200 gems, it's just an on point, because if let's say I was already top 100, where do I go? I don't want to go to top 100 because they will just rip me. So it would be fun just to have something to do in the spare time. You want to show the game to someone? Okay, take the iPad, take my phone, go there and try some character that you like. Do you love Superman? Go with Superman against Doomsday, and you can even go and challenge in 101 your friends, because you are not forced to use a full team. So you say, let's see who's stronger, Chemo or Doomsday. I know the answer, and it would be just. But okay, I'm rambling, so let's stop this. We have low power DS team, so let's just rack up some alliance point. I think that the highest one are those two. Sorry for a long rant. I just tend to be logoroic when I go on things I love. So here we will just stamp a polygon, and then let's kill Red Robin. And I don't care, I just want to remove some. And let's go with Red Robin again, Red Hood again. Do you like the idea of the training room? Would you pay for that? Just like a one time thing, just not every time. So let's end this because it's going longer than I expected. We even lost 1 star because we were just trying to rack up some points. Okay, 2 more battles to clear this board, and we have another low powered Deathstroke with just DOJ, so we won't go the full 9-yard here with everyone crazy, but we will go for 5 points with Red Robin and Supes because he's Supes. Oh, I could have gone with Doomsday, but I forgot. Okay, so let's try and hit DOJ hard. As you can see, if she doesn't taunt, the new Robin can just one-shot her. And here I will go with the AoE because if Lobo dies, it will be a non-issue for me. So let's clear his buffs and go on from there. Okay, this was just... I just stopped talking because I needed to recover from the long talk I had before. So I wanted to go on here. So to play more, you have to pay, and that's not what I want to do sometimes. I just want to do a chill out on the couch. So, okay. I was saying before that this is a good team just to test the Lobo interaction with Red Robin, and I will go and use Power Girl here. Why? Because I don't want his Robin or his Power Girl to be able to kill my Red Robin. So I will buff up Lobo that is able to taunt. And if he doesn't taunt on his death, I will be able to taunt with Power Girl again. So here I want to attack someone. And thanks to Power Girl, we have our first set of Blitz. And I don't care about Robin, he will only be able to kill what we want. So let's enable Lobo. And I need someone. Okay, I want to AoE here, but the issue is that everyone is that immune, so there's no point in using the AoE. The best thing, the next best thing is to just taunt up or attack her, and I will attack her. Taunt up will have allowed us to get some more strength and avoid the kill on the next turn. So as you can see, Lobo is starting the taunt chain and he's died twice up till now. I will try and go for Siren, because, you know, it's the one thing that will go out of hand soon. As third time Lobo rested, and we kill the power girl. And we don't care about Robin because he does nothing. He can go on and kill who? Because we will have power girl in front of him. So, and this is the game ending. So as you can see, if Lobo would have been gear 11, he wouldn't have died so many times. So he's still good enough. And I didn't abuse any Deathstroke damage to let's go with it. Oh, Jojo. So my voice is like. Okay, and this is one of the most common thing I find right now with Clayface, Mirror Master, and high level. Usually it's L4 or L5 Red Hood. This team is just a wrecking ball because you need to do so many things, and Bane can kill greens. We shot that last week. He killed our reverse flash, and he was I can remember. I think it was Power Girl, and that's a big issue. So what do we want to do here is to remove Red Dude as soon as possible. So to do that, I will we'll go for reverse flash and Power Girl. Reverse Flash will go for the AoE, then Red Robin will go, and he will give turn meter up to Power Girl, she will taunt. That's my starting plan. As a lead, I want. What do I want as a lead? And they are a bunch of green and red, so no blues, and I can use soups here because healing immunity. I could have even used Siren instead of Red Robin. Yes, that's a better team. I will just go AoE after AoE. Yeah, Ben is a beast, but as I said, I have so many character that I want to level at once. So as Ogre just said that he's going to do a Bane against the World series, I said, okay, let's pass for now on Bane, and let's try and see if we can do that after next month. I think that I will go on Batman CC or Robin, as I said at the start of the stream, for my next Gear 11 on Red. So he just did it. We will AoE to rack up some evasion, and let's see if it works. He doesn't have any good I forgot about the taunt that went off. So let's try and see if I can kill Red Robin. Red Dude. And let's see if I can rack up some speed up. I forgot about the lack of taunt after she attacked, because she was purged by Red Dude. So that was a mess, I didn't consider that. Okay, so I can heal right now. How many permanent speed up I have enough, so I don't care if I don't want to heal right now. I want to slow them and attack as much as possible. So this time I want to taunt up because I don't want any of the other two to die. Too late. So let's go crazy on Bane. So the plan is here to stun Bane and put healing immunity on him as soon as I can. I will slow him down. And here I want to apply his healing immunity because I can AoE to get more speed and kill him. And now I can heal my reverse flash and punch him to death. You know, if you just AoE once or twice, it doesn't matter if he gets healed, because if you have Superman or if you have any other good damage dealer in green, you will overcome that healing and buffs. So this is Doomsday. Go, because we all want to see more Doomsday. And as of the last guy here, I will just go, let's say, crazy like this. If I don't find a full Gear 1170 team, I will show you one really funny team. But I need to find someone that I can show it off, because if I go against Deathstroke or POT, it's just no point. They will kill me up. So let's start racking up those. Okay, now she can be a pain. I'd like to get a proc on AoE proc. Yeah. And I want here to apply some pressure. More. And I want to try and kill Power Girl to have another turn. And here I can go two ways. I can heal up and opt for a proc on an AoE to kill Robin, or just lower down the other guys. I will taunt on Power Girl right up, so there should be any problem. And before that Huntress snowballs, I have to kill that Deathstroke. So Huntress is still buffing herself up, and I should have used an AoE here, just because I want to kill Robin like this. And now it's just a matter of time before she loses that evasion up, and I can smash her up. Yeah, I will show that right now. Give me a second and let me find some Nord Gear 11 team. Let's say, yeah, this guy here seems a suitable candidate for this interesting test. This, let's say, crazy compo. So we have this guy here. We have this girl here. Our beloved. And you know who? This guy. What will happen is this. My cheetah. Yeah. My cheetah will go first and buff up everyone. And as I will give crit up to everyone. As Aris doesn't, as Steppenwolves make my Doomsday immune to enrage, I can apply enrage on him and give him strength. He won't get enraged. So right now, I can go like this. And from now on, I can just give him more attacks and if that wasn't a Deathstroke, he would have been dead again. Because it's a red, and you know what happens when a red meets a Doomquake. He gets Turn Meter up. Yeah. Hi Daniel, thanks for watching even for a moment. See ya tomorrow. Thanks man. So we can do some more funny games with this composition. Let's say they are this. So we have a beefy Batman and DS there. And you can go even like this to monetize that strengths up, or let's keep it with Harris. And my Harris is just level 15, level 50, gear 9. Yeah, but the point is that you want to have strengths up and crits up, because you want to be able to just AoE the whole world down. The Clayface will only give him agility up, so there's no real good use to that. And if they had an Harlequin Magister, they would have been so screwed. So you get crit, strength, more strength from Aris, and you have now a lot of strengths up. I can just Doomquake. And as you can see, the results are pretty devastating. And I still have those strengths up, so if I want to go on DOJ, which is an opposing affinity, I will still crit her for a lot. And this is one of those teams that I always wanted to play when I could, and I just don't have the resources to level up Paris. So let's more do Quake. Let's have more. We need to find some more. Oh, let's go in order. When we find someone who can beat Quake, we will go. Okay, so we have the infamous live wire here, which will reduce our chances to go AoE. She is gear 11, L3, and that's an awesome L5 Hal Jordan. So we still want to go with Steppenwolf because of the double evasive guys, and we can still use our Doomsday here, and just because we want to use him. And the other two guys, I think we can go with Power Girl and Reverse Flash. We have the affinity advantage. We won't use any Siren or whatever. It should be easier for us to kill them, but we are not here for the easy points. We are here just for the fun of destroying people with Doomsday. So let's see what happens. And I will go for an AoE. No, I will go for a single attack, and I critted. Oh, fine. So now we have a crit chance up on everyone. I want to taunt because I will lose the crit, but I want to have more strengths up because Hal Jordan is going to purge me. So as much as possible, I want to be able to remove those. So here I will devastate her, and we should probably be able to kill her. Yes, we did. And now it's time for Green Arrow to hit the ground. So here I want to attack Livewire. Steppenwolf, Supergirl, Power Girl, and Didi. The issue is that Supergirl does no real damage unless someone is critted in her team. So she needs those strength up. And if you remove Cheetah, you have no one that can give those to her. So you need Cheetah in a form or some, let's say, strength enabler guy. Sorry, sometimes I think in Italian, so it's easier. I say something that can or may not work in English, so this is why you hear some strange verbs or nouns not correctly pronounced. Okay, let's kill Al Jordan, and then we can go crazy with the AoE from Steppenwolf, but we will probably won't have to, because she won't get a turn, I hope. I love Steppenwolf because when he crits up, he adds turn meter to the other guys. And there's just something that you cannot pass on. So you say that 50k are enough to kill, to bring some red to half-life, then Supergirl, okay, power. The order should be, turn order should be Power Girl, Supergirl, Doomsday, no, Steppenwolf's Doomsday. So, okay. But the issue is that Doomsday in that situation doesn't have any good buff up. So you just want him to ramp and you don't have any call assist. Okay, same team here. Another green navy, red team. We will go with the same craziness we went last time. I could even use some red. I could have used the red Robin. So usual AoE as a starter. Use buff up and taunt on her. And then let's hope for a retaliation. Here it is. So let's devastate her. And we will go for buff it up because we have so many crits, and this, if probably targeted, can kill someone. No, we didn't because we didn't get the second proc. So he's going to try and kill us like this. And Doomsday. As you may see, Doomsday. The issue with Doomsday is that if he doesn't have any good enabler, like a call assist or someone like that, he just takes 3 turns to be good enough to do some damage. He can one-shot Harlequin Magister if buffed by Steppenwolf on first turn, and he can do those crazy things we saw before. Beside that, he's too slow to be of any use right now, and I hope that Constantine will enable him, because I've been told, as you know, by Ogre in the chat, that the first should be a call assist, and will apply bleeds, intelligence down, and rage. I don't remember the third one, but it applies a lot of debuffs and call assist. So if there is no getting on the call assist, it will be awesome. So here we go for Red Dude. let him, because we don't want him to get that many buffs. Power Girl, and we will use our own Red Robin. In town, Bleed and Rage. Legendary call assist. I don't know if there's a gay thing on the call assist, or if it's just call assist. Okay, let's dispel her so we can go with Doomsday on someone else. I will kill Red Robin. Yeah. And then let's apply some bleeding on Red, and that's right. So from now on we will just attack him. And let's taunt up. And she indeed got some strength up. So let's keep applying pressure. Okay, 14 and an additional 14. Okay. So 40% is not that bad. It's not like an Al Jordan call assist, which I would have loved, but you know, you can only ask for so much. So here, his Power Girl is wrecking us. So my chance here is that I kill his Deathstroke before he's able to kill us with the buffs, and I want Power Girl to get his taunt up. So the opposing Power Girl won't be able to just wreck us up. So I'm going to kill Deathstroke. And then everyone will die, hopefully. Not hopefully, but you know, everyone will die to this super Power Girl. I will devastate her. And it's not enough, but it's good enough, in my opinion. She won't die, so she will be able to retaliate and probably kill my one. So she won't be able to heal. Still, she will kill a couple of our guys. Yes. And so let's see if Doomsday can put a dent in her life. And this is it. Ogre, do you think that the poll that we have on Facebook is for them to choose which one to give us as a freebie? Or do you think it's just to increase the hype in the wait? So in the meantime, we have a POT, a Superman and Baby Lobo, and the Deathstroke. As usual, I want some strong reds. She's not in the lead position, so she won't. Okay, so you have the fear that they are going to let us choose the freebie, and you hope not. Okay, I was saying we have Deathstroke, Baby Lobo, so I will take my own Superman here, and to kill the non-lead we can use Liquid Majesty. I want Constantine so bad. I want him to be L5, so I announced it to my friend that if Constantine is the paywalled, for the first time in my life I will go crazy and buy 2 packs, which is not that. I mean, it's not something that I cannot afford. I don't want to spend this kind of money on a game each month, so this is why I am, let's say, not spending that. And I can do, let's say, sacrifices, let's call it, and afford to be able to buy the 2 packs. But I prefer if I don't have to. I will buy something to, let's say, thank them of giving me Constantine. But you know, the less I spend, the easier I am, the happier I am. So I want this DOJ to kill everyone else. Oh, please, please kill me. Kill everyone. I want Doomsday against Superman. So, let's see, at 12 buffs, Devastator. So it's just 32Ks on Superman. We got our 101. He was right. He was Gear 11, right? Yeah, he was Gear 11. And this name, Quorum, is from, I suppose, I hope for him, that is from Moorcock's books. And they are just a great read. I love them. So every time I meet him, I say, okay, I will kill you, but I'm a little sad when I'm doing that. So this is another fight that will or can last forever if that Stompy Grundy will outlive our Reds. We will see what happens. So just to recap, the audio levels are okay today. You don't need any crazy things like increase your volume or being deaf if someone else happens to go on your PC or pad or whatever you're using. And I'm going on the lob as usual, and then I'm going to try and kill Grundy as soon as possible before he goes ramping up those agility. And let's kill Doomsday, and let's see if I can kill him. Okay, he is dead. I should have procced, right? Yeah. He's dead and he cannot rest, so we have done it. So let's go on Deathstroke. Thanks, Kevin, for the feedback. And now we can just go all out on the other guys. I don't know if sparing Doomsday will be enough for him to recover, because he's a low Doomsday, so he will die against the red. Yeah, as you can see. Why do you say that? Due to Red Robin, or because you are trying some interesting composition? I'm referring to you, Captain Gergi. And where did you get those shards, pressure shards? Oh yes, you have POT, Catwoman. Yeah, what's your team? POT, Catwoman? Let's see if we can give a test of your team to the other guys. So let's see if we got some energy now. By some. Oh, so POT, Clayface. What's the full composition of the team? I just bought. Where did my PvP energy went? Don't tell me I bought the Speed Forces. I need to check the video. If I bought the speed forces, I'm a retard. I'm so slow. Okay. Um, let's go with this. Yeah. I bought speed force with 6,000. No. Okay, I'm sleepy. Okay. So Clayface, POT. Who's there? Yeah, you know, brain fart. POT, Bane, Fate. Okay. Work covers. Okay, okay. POT. I don't know if I can do that. POT. CF. Bane. And Fate. And my Fate is just so slow. So I don't think we will test again this one, but we will test as soon as possible. So uh, against this team, I will go with the Steppenwolf led team. Power Girl is good enough. Reverse Flash is good enough. And what do we want here? And we can use some. We can use some Harlequin on our own. Yeah, I suppose that has to be Gear 11, but you know, if I meet a Gear 10 team, I think that I can at least see how it works. You know, the speed won't be that good, but because the order is messed up. But it's at start. At least I can see the synergies in there. So I will attack the first turn as usual, and I will taunt on the second one, if there's a second one for them. The issue if in that team you don't have Red Robin, so it will die to the blue bleed team I was talking before. I will go for the kill on her, and let's go with this. Because if you just with Cheetah you put 4 bleeds on CF and then spread those bleeds with POT is faster than Clayface, won't be able to purge all of them. And after that, yeah, and you have a no. I suppose you don't check what team I was using. And my Red Robin is probably what I went because I probably went to kill POT first with Harlequin Majester. Is my reasoning usually kill POT, then everyone else go down. Okay, so let's see. This should be enough. We have a couple of Gear 11 and a couple of low, and I have a Gear 7 too. And let's see just the synergies in there. I have to kill his DS as soon as possible, or at least put immunity on him. So my Clayface, I forgot something. My Clayface has yet to be skilled up because he doesn't have the two-turn lasting agility up. So here I will probably end up healing myself, right? And then I will apply shields or special damage. Okay, I suppose this one on Deathstroke is good enough. Like imagine Red Dude and some other physical. So I went with a full physical team. Red Dude was probably lead. Red Robin, okay, Majestic. I don't have any good Gear 11 physical, so it was probably Power Girl or Reverse Flash or someone like that, because I don't have a fourth good. Those are my good. Maybe Deathstroke. So I will attack because no one has a debuff, and I will purge. Okay, so I will slow down everyone. And I should be able to do a bit of damage on her. Hitting immunity. That's what Michael is always saying. That's that's wrong going crazy. So I needed a red dude here. Or I probably die to that Deathstroke's pass. But I get your point, so it's probably an interesting team to gear up. And I see everything with POT in there is just a good team. So, okay, let's get out of here and go in with a proper team. So, as soon as Fate is my at least gear 10, I will try it more. But before I forget, if I have enough blue rings, I have to upgrade Clayface because, you know, I will forget. So that's enough. And I have mouth of blue rings. I should spend some time after the stream to rack up some rings. So let's go again, and I think this will be my last board clear for this part. I don't know if many of you are for a second part, but I don't know if I have the time after the dinner. So let's go quickly and let's use our usual suspects. So this will be the usual: slow down DOJ and kick it with Harlequin. The big difference here is that I will use Doomsday just to please you all. So I need to slow down DOJ as said, and let's go from there. And she's dead. So no more removal for the towns. And here I can go to remove the awareness. Oh, don't worry, that was out of the water already, so it's not news. And Michael was already playing something like that, but I think he was using Red Robin in the place of Bane. It was Red Robin or MM, I can't remember really. But you know, I think that there's something in the IT department that's called security through obscurity. That's when, let's say, software houses like Microsoft don't want to develop their software source code, and they think that by doing that it's more secure, where stuff like Linux, which is open source and everyone can read the code, it's more vulnerable. Yeah, so sooner or later the information gets out, the code gets reversed, and you are not that indestructible. So as soon as you meet a team like the one I met before streaming, which was pretty hard, and add Clayface and POT LED. You, as soon as it's out, everyone is going to play that, and that's something to think about. What I'm saying that is, you don't want to, let's use Red Robin for some more points because this is an easy fight. You don't want to be able to set up a defense, because if you set up a defense, you will end up, yes, it will be better. It will be better just for tanking. What I mean is that if you can set up a defense with gear 1, let's say Jessica Cruz, gear 1, level 1 Jessica Cruz, you will die a lot. You won't get any win. And that's something, let's say, good. The issue is that you can tank easily, so the issue is that if you start doing stuff like that, you will be able to set up a proper team, and after the best defense team is found, and we don't have any longer the Deathstroke of the situation to help us in beating unbeatable teams and cheating with him, you will end up in a metagame that's everyone attacking the same team, because everyone we will use, let's say the best team is POT, Grundy, Bane, and Deathstroke. Let's say 5 names like this, and if that's the best team, everyone is gonna use that on defense. So PvP will become stale and boring. I don't know if you can get behind this idea, but that's my point. It's like in a Richard Matheson book or movie that you can see. When everyone is a monster, the normal people are the monsters. So that was vampires in the book. But if everyone has the POT, definitive team, so what's the fun in that? Everyone is using POT, so everyone is using the best team. So we need a counter. Yeah, but you know, if you have it's like in the early Deathstroke times. If you have a 15% chance to beat that compo, and the compo is beatable with, let's say, other 5: Superman, Supergirl, Power Girl, and Grundy. So what will happen is that half of your board will be Deathstroke-ish composition, this unbeatable new one, and you have to use the good counter to counter that. So we will go back to the Deathstroke's time, where every board is Deathstroke, and you had to use your Redwood and your Superman and your Fate just to counter it. So I don't really can get behind the ability to set a defense. Yeah, that if you just can lose a game if you crit and Supergirl gets 30 meter up and boulders your board, or if DOJ taunted and you weren't able to slow down their RF in the mirror match with Green Arrow, DOJ and RF. What was the point? That you had to use your Supergirl or Aquaman. That would be just, for a war roster of guys, you would end up using, let's say, 4 or 5 in attack. So that would be fun at all. That's my personal idea. And I'm not affiliated in any way with Warner Bros, so I don't have any power over them. So shoot this one. By the way, let's see the end of this board. So we can kill Red Robin, and we can, let's say, debuff or purge, which is more apt description. This Deathstroke. So here we go, starting to bleed teams. and I will go for an AoE right now because I want them lower to be able to kill and that stroke with next attack. And I will try and get some turn meter down again. Okay, we did it. So, and I will start applying bleeds on Batman because he can be a nuisance. Sounds like my sounds is a bit behind. Yeah. When I started playing, I loved the green affinity guys, and then I discovered usual Hal Jordan, Arcus. I loved Sinestro too, but then I realized it wasn't worth investing in. And then I started getting Siren and Cheetah, and I discovered the blue affinity, which were way better than I thought. And then I started digging them. So I tried to get as many as possible to gear 11, to gear 10 and level 60. And it was that for me. It was gearing everyone to a suitable and usable level. And I had so many tunes I was able to play before Gear 11 struck us. And I was one that was going to quit when I realized that Gear 11 wasn't something that I would dig. And she did. Remove the evasion and even stun my Harlequin Magister when I didn't want it. And now... So if I have the chance to not die in retaliation of Harlequin, I will do something with that. And he's dead. Okay. So now I have to kill Harlequin Magister to be able to attack DOJ. And she don't. And even healed. So this isn't going that well for us. And I even got a single shot from Harlequin Magister. Okay. So let's taunt up because he will go Boulder. No, he didn't. Okay. He will probably kill Harlequin Magister right after that. And in this situation, as we already saw last week, the crit immunity makes Steppenwolf and let's say subpar character to be used there. He didn't even have to use the boulder on Harlequin Magister. So this is going to take a long time because he will heal up every time he attacks me due to the strength up, and I just have to opt for the retaliation to kill him. It's better if I just consider this a win and go on with that and start again having my Siren not dying in there. He can't kill me really because of the overleading I will get, but my chance to kill him fast enough are pretty short unless I'm lucky with the retaliation. I didn't retaliate this time. Okay, should be that. Sorry if it took long. And let's go on and clear some more. So, do we have... Yeah, another, let's say, Alliance Quest team. And here we will use we can still use Steppenwolf because of Huntress, and we can use Reverse Flash and Doomsday. So let's start with AoE, and I think that we will go like this, and we will kill Red Hood just to avoid some strange shenanigan from him. And I think it's best if I just attack normal here. I don't care about the Devastator damage. What I want to do is to slow Arceus enough for me to be able to attack him with the Power Girl or Taunt Up. So I did Taunt Up in time. And then I can Devastator him to bring him down. And then I will go in an attack, killing him. And this is what I was saying before. I should be able to apply enough evasion up for me to kill her. Dun, 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 dun. So 3 more to go. No, 5 more to go. And there's a 814. I don't see those enough. So red team without green team with another queen and siren. So the plan is the usual, but we will take our own siren just because we want to speed things up. And to kill that Alagun siren, we will use our own Alagun Majestic. So it needs a rework. Yeah, Power Girl is just a better Arceus. Arceus, you have to consider that is one of the very first character that was available. I will taunt here because I will be able to give more strengths up and crits up to Power Girl. And here I will go with AoE just because I should have enough hit chance up. So here goes the crits. I was saying that Arceus is one character that I love at all, and it's awesome. But the issue is that he feels the power creep of Power Girl. Both Supergirl and Arceus need rework. Arceus just need a little bit of rework. He's fine-ish, but you know he can get better than that. So let's say here and off for a couple of kills. I didn't get a couple of kills, I just got one. So I need to crit to be able to enable the bleed zone to go. And Siren is going to complete this for us. Yeah, Supergirl is fine, especially if we are moving like we are right now in an environment with a lot of AoE. So she can get better and better. And the issue I find with Arceus is that he needs that first shield. So if you use him with Earl Jordan or Fate, or I don't know if Fate is gear 11 faster than Arceus, but if it is, that could work for him. That could work for him. Sorry, I'm just biting my tongue. And beside that, oh, this is a legendary 5 Sinestro. Okay. Beyond that, I think that the only thing that it needs. Yeah, so he's not fast enough. So here we will go for the usual bleed team I was talking before, and this will allow us to rack up some damage, really good damage on them. And who do we want for the fourth character here? Power Girl, just in case. No, it's not, but the issue with speed is that you need some to enable some characters. In this case, I need my team to go before Al Jordan because I want to remove um, his shield before he's able to do something. So I will go like this, and then I don't care if I wire retaliates on this because I've applied some bleeds. He won't be able to call off for assist, and I am able to hit everyone else here. And I have so many strengths up thanks to the speed that Cyborg didn't even took a single turn, and that's all I needed to. So Cheetah can miss, and so can't DOJ that will kill her. And this team that I just showed you, it's so good in dispatching greens and blues because I don't have any good reds. I could even go. I did want to get Gear 11 Batman CC because I wanted the interaction with Red Robin. But now that I leveled Clayface, I suppose I can just move out of that project and go crazy with Bane. And we will see what the next month offers, because as soon as I know if Constantine can go invisible or Etrigan can go invisible, I will decide. I want an enabler for Red Robin. So here we have 3, let's say, good affinity and an horrible one. So he is behind the taunt. So the only way I'm doing this is I am lucky enough that Power Girl still taunts after DOJ attack. So I will go again with this team. Yeah, but on which attack? It's a long cooldown, how long the invisibility lasts, and so on. You know, there are some information that are not really disclosed. So here I can go in 2 directions. The first one is the one that allows me to kill at least Power Girl next turn. The second one is the safe one, which allows me to rack up the buff I have by using the third skill. But I think I will go for the damage here and hopefully kill her with next attack. So I want to attack Al Jordan. POT taunts does, DOJ taunts does nothing. Now the only thing I need, yeah, that wasn't what I needed. The only thing I need is to DOJ not to taunt here. So I will. What I want to do here, Siren can kill Hal Jordan, so I will put more bleeds on. Yeah, she did taunt, and she's dead. No, she didn't. Okay, I want my stacks to be up. No, I don't. I want to kill, as I said, DOJ. And I will go for the AoE because I'm able to kill um, that shot. So as you can see, this team has some good synergies. And the only issue is that if you have DOJ towns, if you have the curse that I have, that DOJ towns always on the wrong time, you will lose her so many times. And the good synergies are between the. Please remove this piece from this menu. Um, Between the speed that Cheetah provides, that allows your team to, same team as before. We will go with the same composition as before. They are just gear 10, seems. Um, yeah, she always taunts at the wrong time. And the issue that I find, the decision is between this strength up that works on both Power Go and DOJ that can now spread up this strength to Siren that has now 4 and will be able to just nearly kill every green, as you can see. But they were gear 10, so we are talking move points here. So let's AoE everyone else and kill him. When you see Cheetah doing 32Ks of an auto attack, there's something wrong. It just means that they are probably gear 10 or she has like 10,000 strengths up. So, last boss, last fight of the day, and we will probably be back after dinner. I don't really know, depends on some things I have to do. For this fight, we will go for the usual Steppenwolf led team, and I don't need a Liquid Magister here, and I want some Reverse Flash. So Reverse Flash is using his usual first turn AoE and hope for a crit, so Steppenwolf will get some buff up on the rest of the team. So Siren can miss right now, and it's going to AoE, and then it's time for Power Girl to retaliate. No, she didn't. Okay, it's time for retaliation. And here I want to use my Time Paradox because I have a lot of crits up, and if I get a proc on the AoE, I will kill everyone. I didn't get any proc. Not bad. I will just AoE right now. Okay, so guys, thank you for checking the stream. Thank you for being here with me. I will probably post on Reddit if I will be able to play after dinner, let's say in an hour and a half, for a couple of hours more. I don't really know because I need to do something here, so I need to check that. And we are 172. So if I really want to push here for those elusive shards, it should be easy between today and tomorrow. We will see. I don't know. I don't really know at the moment. As my defense log, I think that with all those doomsday fight, tomorrow I will see some loss. I'm not getting attacked that much at the moment. So Again, thank you for watching. We will be there probably in a couple of hours, or if not, I suppose I will be streaming on Wednesday at 21 p.m. So it's 2 hours from now. I will post on Reddit, I will post on Discord. So thank you for watching and see ya. Yeah, I need to see some stuff.